Going on to you, Aries. So you have the Chariot, then you have the Six of Cups, Page of Cups, the Tower, King of Swords, the Moon, Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Magician. Yo, you Aries got some serious things going on. First and foremost, the Chariot, the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups. A lot of you Aries, first and foremost, y'all look good. Y'all are good. And why I'm saying that is because the Chariot, the Six of Cups, you Aries are going to question, maybe even to the person. You Aries are going to question, why is it that this ex is trying to come back? Because the Six of Cups very much so represents an ex. And the Chariot represents questioning the person, wanting to get away from them. Some of you may not even question them. You may not even say anything. You may just get right up on out of Dodge. Don't even say anything to them at all and just get right up on out of Dodge. Because a lot of you Aries see it for what it is. Someone's coming in because their plans didn't work out. So now they're bringing their dysfunctional behind here, trying to talk to you, right? So, you know, right now with the transition that we're going through, right? I think full moon in Cancer or something like this, or something like this. But the effect of it lasts for like 3 weeks, something like this. But the point of it is that Cancer crabs, right? The zodiac sign is all about feelings and emotions, right? Matters of the heart, right? Internal nourishment, right? External nourishment too, but that's more of a Taurus thing, right? If we're splitting hairs. But Cancer crabs is more of an internal nourishment, right? Feelings. And a lot of you Aries felt so terrible when you were with these people in the first place that are now exes, people that you had stopped talking to. But now you Aries understand your self-worth. You have an idea of it, which is good. You know, you never want to actually state your self-worth because then you put a price tag on it. You want to have an idea of your self-worth. That way, your self-worth is not defined by a particular number. I'm teaching y'all the game now. Teaching y'all the game so y'all can't act like, you know, no one told you what it was. I'm teaching it to y'all. So the Six of Cups is about how, since this is a situation right here, you're questioning that, right? Or some of you Aries may just be, you may be questioning it, but some of you may also be getting out of Dodge. You don't even want to talk to them. The Page of Cups, you have your own peace, right? That you've established for yourself, and you'll be a crocodile's uncle. You will be a crocodile's uncle if you have to put up with an individual or any kind of mess, especially if you Aries got so much going on, right? A lot of things are going well for you Aries, you know, and it's so ironic that when things start to go amazing for you Aries, you got to have the Six of Cups. You got to have this knucklehead come back in, trying to get their foot back in the door for them to get back on with you again. So a lot of you Aries are going to be like, nah, you're not allowing this person to mess up your kumbaya, you know, your zen, your internal peace. Nope. You're focused. Them coming in, messing that up, especially when you Aries got money to make. And I know you Aries like money. I'm an Aries moon. I like money. You know what I mean? So the Tower and the King of Swords now, right? The Tower is about how, to them, these people, to them, it's the end of the world for them. As to where with you, this is nothing new. You're not talking to them. So what is, you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not, I'm just looking at the depiction of how the lightning is striking, but you're not talking to them. And it's not like you're hiding that fact. You Aries are done with these people. You've been done with them for weeks, maybe even months. But here they come, they goofy behind again, trying to get attention from you. And the King of Swords represents, here it is that you may be split in two as to what it is that you should do. Well, if you're over here watching my video and you really want to get an answer for that, I would say, leave that person to rot. What are you doing? You should never go back to that goofy individual person. You know why? Because they didn't try their hardest to make it work with you before, right? They spent every minute of the day when they was with you tampering with you, trying to get on your nerves, trying to get you to lose your patience, trying to break you down spiritually. Why on earth, right, would you allow the Six of Cups to happen? Them to come back and them to get their foot back in the door. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If they get their foot back in the door, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to try to find another way to break your heart, even worse than what it is that they did before. You know why it is that I can say that? Because at first, everything is going to start off cool. Then they're going to start to move the same funny style way that they did before, and it's going to confuse you, right? Because, well, no, let me get this right. It's not going to confuse you, but you're going to be looking at it like you can't believe that you actually fell for this, because you've seen this before. And you, Aries, are going to feel stupid because you would have let this person that you knew wasn't worth anything come back into your life, because you've already been down that lane before, and now you're doing it again. So now the moon represents how, but for you wise Aries, you're going to leave them alone. Four of Swords, and let that sleep. Let that be put to sleep. The relationship is over, and it will never be rekindled. It will never be revisited. The relationship will never, ever, ever be revisited. And it should never be revisited, because what's the point? The Nine of Cups, you good, you like this. You chilling already, you living your life. The Nine of Cups, you already on your victory. Now for you, Aries, you got to start taking your victory lap. And what I mean by that is, don't let people who see you winning come back and now be like, hey, what's going on with you? I want to hang out again. No. That's a dub. No, thank you. No, because things didn't work out with the other person that they were trying to try something with, or whatever it is that they left you for. Things are not working out with that situation. So now what? They're bringing their goofy behind, trying to come back in. No, don't allow that, right? Because if you do, you won't have this. You'll have the Tower. They'll do it again, right? So the Ten of Wands represents how it is that ultimately, right, you left them like this, head down, feeling embarrassed, feeling bad, situation didn't work, and now you're like this, the Magician. You've got a lot of power, and this power, even though it doesn't look like it, even though this card looks chaotic, I know there's a lot going on because it's meant to be like that. It's saying how it is that you, Aries, have all the power in the world, because you started from the bottom. Now you're here. You started like this. Shout outs to Drake. You started like this, right? Feeling like a wet smack behind, right? Feeling like a wet smack behind, to now being here. You're feeling good about yourself due to the fact that, you know, you actually did the work. You're not trying to talk to them, right? You've accomplished what you set out to accomplish, right? Over the course of time, things are going right for you, right? And now you should be taking your victory lap. Enjoy the victories that you have. Let's clarify the Magician. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Four of Swords. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Let's start from the root. You have the Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Fool. Yeah, they think that Queen of Cups, they think that that door is still open for them to try to get at you. They think that there's still a chance that you and them can end up being back together. But what they don't seem to understand is there is not. You don't want them around. The Four of Swords, You remember that shame and that frustration that you've been through when you tried to make it work with them and it just couldn't. So now, right, the Fool, you again, and I think you already, no, you don't have the Fool. Yeah, you're done. You know, a lot of you Aries are very much so, you've changed your reality. You've changed your entire life thanks to that same relationship. The ending of that relationship and everything that went into that relationship was the catalyst for you changing your life. So you have to thank them in that regard, right? Not saying that you should actually thank them. I'm saying thank them mentally in that regard without actually physically having to thank them, because then that counts as reaching out to them too. So let's clarify the Nine of Cups. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Right, the Four of Pentacles. Now you got stuff going on. Don't squander it by hanging out with them. Two of Wands. They want a part of what it is that you have. You know what I mean? Because now it's the stench that they've got to deal with of you Aries were probably a very good, you Aries was not probably, you Aries was very good for them. You were a very constructive, would-be long-term partner. But again, King of Wands, hubris, the arrogance that they've dealt with, and the Nine of Pentacles. And on top of that, they're going to try to make it seem like they're giving you another chance. But in actuality, it would be really you giving them another, it would be you giving them another chance. Even though they've tried to make it seem like they would be giving you the chance. So let's clarify the Magician. The Star, Ten of Cups, Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Right. Here they are now trying to hope that the two of y'all can get back together. But the Ten of Cups and the Five of Cups is about how the relationship is done. You have more to your life than them. The Seven of Wands. Right. So what are they tripping about? They wanted this. Now that they got it, they're complaining about it. But anyway, comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there. I'm starting to figure out how to make my channel more consistently. I was making short form content, lesser than 10 minutes. I think I'm going to keep my content from 8 minutes and above, you know. But that's it. Peace.